2, 1. Set up your camera before you go live. But now that I am live, Sheila, in a world where you can be anything, choose to be kind. The kindness offensive. They're a London group that go around in a big bus giving out people stuff. They have this as a logo. And then they were going to America to share this kind of like, what would we do with communal squat mojo? And I was like, we've cured homeless a million times over in my brain. And yeah, people gonna be like, on that. Anyway, this is something I wrote. A little antidote for you. People, yeah. What I've learned is if you are onto something, you're going to suffer a lot of struggles. You're going to be a load of shit thrown at you. They're going to try and damage you. Like literally destroy you. Like a little chicken a mincer. Like if you show that light and that passion. There's this, I don't know what it is. It's really hard to put into words. But a lot of people must go through it. And I don't know if it's like some sort of like matrix, or if it's the technology, or the way their brains are wired, and the fact that we're sort of like groomed into TV land, tax system paying stuff, doing your electoral roll shit, all this stuff that's bombarded through certain channels. But there's more to the sum of a soul than all that put together. And when you're an artist or a creative, which I naturally design with my mind. When I find solutions, I literally apply it and be like, well, that's how you cure homelessness. And that's how you sort out like the imbalance between Bupa and the NHS free care service. And that's the way, and it just comes, it's not like I'm consciously this perfect person walking around thinking about it. It's just like, damn. Oh yeah. And so it might pose a threat to money, but in these times where Greta be going on, we shouldn't really be worrying about fucking the next 10 years about where people are getting their money from, or pockets. Especially once the government made trillions off COVID, because probably a lack of wars, they always need something to keep the money coming in. So I wrote this, tab pin. Ching, 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 go the money tree. We know that one. Tab pin. Ching, 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 go the money tree. All pay rolling in. Rolling in. Rolling in. Rolling in. King Kong, SIA, energetic. Where I belong, where there's a throng is waiting to catch a glimpse of the girl me paid millions for her songs. Can't wait to get me some new pimps. The simplest, playfulest things can be unencouraged, but they're the sweetest. So remember your light and always take courage. In the face of all the adversity, had to stay strong. All the wage jazz, authority, oppression, all the phony, corrupt structure for some of us of a different ilk and in a different tribe. Listening to the hip-hop, it's hard to describe. We've learned its lesson. The government are no longer the ticket. They're no longer our ticket. We rise above when we're making a new community in it. Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. Thick of it, into the thick of it. En masse we learned quick in it. En masse we learn quick in it. En masse we learn quick in it. En masse we learn quick in it. Tab ping, 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 ping went the money tree. Whatever. Monetary designs on our slave ship birth cert got us all a bit introverted and pervert, like we'd already been broken, and the universe has spoken in the form of hip-hop. And they say when you free the nations, 420 friendly, then you free the masses. When you free the weed, you free the nations. It's a Zionist thing. It's a zeitgeist. Ping, 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 ping went the money tree. And would you believe that I've been doing this for a decade, like literally giving myself a very big, massive, en masse, like musical education about stuff. London is London. Blessed to have that, to have all this understanding. But there's people that don't actually verbalise the obvious stuff in a certain sort of middle class bracket. Like your parents, if they're 2.4 watching, never smoked a spliff types. That's a demographic, right? You go to festivals, that's a different demographic, right? And that demographic don't agree with smoking or graffiti on walls, or they're Puritan, or they might be Christian, or they might be middle ground. But basically, this is where we perceive threat, or if we're speaking up against something, or we want a goal, and our parents have this demographic or heritage. We have to get across loads of bridges in life just to sit down around like places like London and say, oh, it's Extinction Rebellion stuff, and people as a global community, global community. And that's a big bridge, because in every country you've got that and that and all those different demographics. So the perceived threat level to myself, having been abused by authority, is a high one. It's very high, it's very real to me, but it is just a perceived threat, because I take hope and courage in hip-hop, bras, and hip-hop as a demographic. And I'm pretty sure they don't play by the same rules. You got people like Russell Brand encouraging people not to do electoral rolls because people are monetary substances to a government, whether they want to kill you in a war or whether they want to give you a jab. It's a social commentary manipulate. Now you could say that what I'm doing is like saying that community shouldn't have the power over people. People should take back their power every minute they get it. And that is pretty much what my ethos is as an artist that wants to make a social work franchisee brand. And I've introduced myself on Clapper, and I just want to write songs. I just basically want to make my songs and implement all the stuff I've learned in media and community. Because I used to be a town centre warden, and I used to work at the O2 as a security operations supervisor. And so I see a lot of stuff, and I met a lot of people, and I see a lot of struggles, and I saw this, and I saw this, and I saw this. I said, that shouldn't go on in today's civilised society. We're supposed to be the United Kingdom, and I always just strive for the best. Like, to help that person, I would have to have a franchisee brand on wheels that could implement a certain level of change for that person. How would you do that? Oh, this person would be making their own media content. Sort of like, they'd be collected to a call centre. You could implement a whole healthcare system in a call centre, Invitation to go live together. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Why do I do that? I've never done that before. Like a push on that. I don't know what I'm doing there. Invite host to go live. I do that. What's that going on? I don't know what I'm looking at now. There's a whole list of people. Can you just end that again? And I'll try and do what I need to do. Add. Okay, that one. Don't know, man. But anyway, yeah, we can do these things. And I'm sure, I swear there's a lot of people that would like to help me with that. People that are people of the people, like Jay-Z, I reckon he'd be up for that. I reckon people, Snoop Dogg would definitely be up for that. People that get persecuted for things that Bob Marley and his sons do on stage openly or in the O2 arena, having worked there. Blind eyes turn to the people with the money, always the case. Cocaine, bloody... Oh yeah, they shag... What we're talking about, let's not go back to David Cameron. They abduct your kids and shag their heads of dead pigs. Always want to quote some people. But it's true, innit? So it's like that sort of imbalance we're sorting out with this. And like going back to this one, yeah, the kindness offensive, we're going to America to see what they could do with community or squat building. I said, well, that's homelessness sorted. You can get people fixed abode address, you can get them passports, and you can get them mobilised. It's like building your army grassroots up, isn't it? I used to work at B&Q. You can do it when you B&Q it. Grassroots up philosophies and stuff like that. Yeah, do it for yourself, because as far as I'm concerned, it's been failing for too long. So much billions. Look at the amount of equipment that they've all got now. You just look around, you say, look at all the cars, look at all that, and now they're gearing them up with more batons and fucking rubber bullets and bollocks that UK never used to entertain, but now it's getting like that because it's like perceiving threat where there is none. As far as I'm concerned, youth on the street of London, I've never seen any problems with them. I do get around a lot. And yeah, go on then. What's going on? What's up? Hi. Who's that? What are you smoking? Is he smoking? Smoking the herb. You smoking? Nice. What is it?
Where you from?
London. Londonian.
Uh,
Londonian, mate. Terrible. Shithole. It's alright, but it's okay. I'm just saying that the amount of money is shit. Like, the imbalance is shit. Like, come on, do something about that. People aren't happy about that. You know, get people like myself be writing for 10 years. And you get Ed Sheeran's of the world that
yeah.
apparently a lot of people seem to know over in Hackney Wick. Oh, we know Ed Sheeran. It's like he's got billions in the bank going on. There's no shortage of money on the planet. So it's distribution of wealth via social worker franchisee brand. I tried to pitch it at events in
Hi,
London, but
Megan.
people don't give a fuck really. You go to it and they're more interested in an app that's going to see how fast your pizza gets there. So sorry, we've run out of time. Run out of time because they like, yeah, simple. Can't get their head around the idea of actually solving all the fucking issues. Easy done. So what are you up to?
You okay?
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, you, Meg. Right, anyway, I'm gonna jump off. Just
Yeah, I'm
going
gonna.
through.
Cool. Nice to talk to you. See you later, man.
Alright, give us a follow.
Yeah, we'll do. If I
Alright, cheers.
what's that? Cool. Who's there? Don't know what I'm doing with the live things first time.
Oh.
Oh, hang on. I'll state that chin, man. Am I still even live? Who that? Into the thick of it. I probably should have left it at the performance and stopped being political.